Hey, what's up, guys? Hinkgo here. Looks like today we're gonna go ahead and knock out some Cassia. She's really good all around. She does really good Q damage with her ability. She also does really good blind damage and basic attack damage as well. Let's go ahead and jump in real quick and we'll talk more about her.
The wait is over.
Looks like we landed in the Haunted Mines. So Cassia is one of those dark horse heroes, meaning she can do really good and surprise the enemy team, because most people don't really, like in the meta today or even in Hero League, Rank League, they don't really play Cassia too much. But if you get a good player that can play her really well, then she's gonna do really good for the team. Like I was saying, she does really good ability damage. She does really good basic attack damage. The only weakness she has is to like burst spell classes, because her trait, the way it works, is if you're continually moving, obviously off mount, you will take 65% less damage from auto attacks, which would be really good against his Gazlo's turrets. It's going to be okay against Genji's going to be doing some ability power. But I guess just in this map by itself, this quick match, Gazlo's turrets is probably the biggest thing you have to worry about. Or not worry about, but biggest thing that you can avoid. All these builds are good. Let's just go ahead and go with the Q build just because I like throwing the Q. We'll go ahead and bait Gazlo into doing something. Maybe check him out. He keeps doing circles. I want him to sit still for one moment. I'll throw my Q in. I'm a little rusty on myself on... I'll go ahead and go bottom. A little rusty myself on Cassia, so... Probably should have played a couple games, but we'll see what happens. I think she's like level 11 right now for me. She's really fun to play. I just played the heck out of her when she first showed up, and then I haven't played really since. So we get a blind on. And if you're not familiar with how she works, how her abilities work, you might charge me, which you did. Just gotta keep walking, avoid this ability damage. So the way well, let's get back in here real quick. The way her burst damage works, oh, that would have been a great stoppage. She actually blinds them and does more damage to blind targets. So like, I'll go ahead and drop my blind right. Let's just go ahead and do it on... No, I don't want to waste it. Basically, drop your blind with your W, and then go to work on the people with your E. I don't want to go too close because they have the Diablo, which will flip you right over the wall. Hopefully this Cho'Gall will realize that, which it looks like he does pretty well. So he's going to want to come get this heal in. He's blinded, but he decided to turn around. Alright. I probably should have went back for tap. Yeah, I haven't played Cassia in a while. I haven't really played. I've been playing HOTS, but not like as much as I used to. I took a huge break. I'm sure you guys noticed that. It's been about a month since I posted any videos. I was mostly just taking it easy. I play a couple other games, and my friends like threw up a server on Minecraft, so I'm going to go play Minecraft. Or Diablo Necromancer came out. I was testing him for a little bit. So I'm trying to be rusty, but rust is going to exist. Let's see. Yeah, for the most part, I'm just going to stick with my team. We got a Cho'Gall, so as long as he does okay, I actually think we'll be okay as a team overall. We got a pretty solid team. We got a... Alright. I thought they were going to come up, but I guess they didn't. For this talent, since we don't have a healer, I'm just going to go ahead and go with this. Basically, I regenerate health every few seconds, so we'll go ahead and try not die. I was going to swing into him. Okay, we might get something here. Nope. Almost so. So cool thing about your Q as well, it actually splits off when you hit stuff. I didn't even take this talent, sadly. That's pretty good as a team. Your Q, it'll pretty much bounce into something and it'll split off to the sides. Go ahead and test it real quick. So that'll actually help out getting your quest done with a lot of other people too. So basically the way that talent is, the way I just took, every time I move I'm going to be healing, which is pretty nice. Thought that Leo could dive in, that's why I dropped my blind. So I just gotta keep moving and I'll keep getting heals. And, oh, she thought I was gonna leave, so that's good. Go ahead and tap real quick before I go back in. pretty even on the skulls, I think. Might even get another Leoric kill. Gazelle came out too, it looked like. I wonder if I'm probably not gonna make it. That'd have been a nice little kill. Alright, they're already done here. Ooh, that would have been that rust.
Yes.
The rust is gonna get to me. Okay, apparently there's two somewhere.
Now is the hour of my golem's
Alright.
return.
Pretty much, let me just go ahead and read this talent. I'm not doing the best I could have. The way this works, regenerate 5 health every second while avoidance is active. Avoidance is this. Basically, you see your shield shining like it is. That's avoidance. It only happens when you move. And that health's going to help out a lot more. Eventually, it'll get to a point where... after absorbing a certain amount of stuff, I'm going to be able to increase my maximum health up to 10%, which is really nice. So at level 7, I'm going to go ahead and take this extra damage. So I like a little bit of extra burst on my character. The way it works is after I'm taking a damage through Voidance, it's eventually going to... it basically can be redirected to the enemy team. I'm going to try to get a blind out. Go ahead and pop this in. Run back in after the cast your spells. You actually could have left me there and I'd probably been... Oh, this isn't good. So that's one of the worst things that could happen to a Cassia is getting a root. And I walked right in that boss root. Yeah, because once you get rooted, you take all the basic attack damage because you can't track your avoidance or make your avoidance active. Then obviously you're free to get hit by casting spells and stuff like this too. Alright, let's play. I'm ready to play. Wipe this rust off. Alright. We're gonna get back into this. They come for you, you die. Who's he talking to? I just gotta be really careful, and I screwed up again. Actually, that surge actually helps out quite a bit.
And so the bone golems fall, dust to dust.
Gotta be careful too, they're about 9.5. Getting pretty close. We'll go ahead and... So, with my E, I want to line it up right here. I don't want to go in too much of my half health. Plus, I want to try and prevent these guys from taking our stuff down. Doesn't look like I'm going to do too well. But yeah, Surge, the way it works, that talent I took, it actually can proc off of any mob. Like mobs, turrets, people, minions, obviously. So, pretty much any damage you take. It's pretty nice, I think. They will be grouped up quite a bit, I believe. Maybe even Valkyries are really good against, I'm going to take Ball Lightning now. Cool thing about Ball Lightning is a lot of people don't leave Ball Lightning, which is pretty good for us. I'm gonna be hurting if Chromie shows up. There she's right there. Just gonna go back and heal. We don't really need to fight right there. We're already down Tracer. Hopefully I can make it back in time. That way I can hurry if you can get back and help Arthas. Alright. Yeah, normally with Cassia, I mean, obviously I'm not doing too well right now. But normally with Cassia you can get really good damage. What are you doing, buddy? So that would have been a cool explosion, except he didn't have his let's go ahead and pop that burst damage from my trait through the talent. But yeah, if he had had his bomb there, that would have definitely been a lot nicer. Go ahead and clean this up a little bit. Probably didn't need to. Are they doing this camp? Looks like they might be. So once they get pulled in, I'm going to go ahead and Ball Lightning them, kill the Chromie because she's the weakest. Try and avoid that the best I can, get some blinding and damage abilities. Surge is almost ready to pop. If he can hit me a couple more times, I will get Surge up. Oh, this is a good dodge, buddy. Alright, so we don't want to chase him too much, we just want to go to the mines. So that was a good team fight. A lot of big abilities used at once, but it worked out for the best for us. Yeah, you see I kind of want to line as many up as possible, but the cool thing is, I won't use it here. Thought I was just going to hit him, but yeah, that surge is proccing already, so it's ready to be used on the next. Alright, this probably isn't good. Yeah. If Genji comes back in, might be good night, Irene. So a good way to avoid this, just walk right back in there. Where's Chromie at? Trying to get as much damage and that healing out as possible. So that worked out just fine for us. So I'm watching this constant heal, plus he was only basic attacking me, he didn't have his heal on me. Alright. Please watch my back. So I was able to go back in and with Tracer take out Leoric. Yeah, that was definitely a close call.
Weapons ready.
Poor Cho'Gall. Oh, we might have left him. I was worried about my health. I wasn't really worried about much else, which I probably should have been. Okay, if he goes after Chrome, I'm going to try and cut off anyone's up here, which he actually doesn't see. He doesn't see them fighting. So I haven't played in so dang long, I don't even know what the heck to pick. We'll go with... Trying to avoid that, no, it didn't work. Let's see, what do we got? Yeah, I think I haven't played Cassia since her launch. It's been a couple months. With my Q build, I guess this could be okay. A slow would be okay. You know what? I'm gonna go with slow. Try and keep Genji off of us, he's chasing us, or you know, catch up to him. We're moving up damage nicely, and that's mostly because of this ball lightning. Like I said, a lot of people for some reason still stand in ball lightning. I see it like even if she's on my team or something, or the enemies have a Cassia, my team stands in ball lightning. I notice that a lot, which is very good for Cassia, but not good for the team. They need to start, you know, monitoring that stuff. So I'm gonna poke this down. Then I'm gonna go ahead and blind these guys up and get a quick, you know, look at all this nice damage coming in. I'm rooted, taking some damage, I almost had enough for my trait. And I do, which I wanted to use it there. So that's not too bad. I was hoping to do a little more. Yeah, I can't get caught in any of those again because I will probably die. Yeah, Tracer and I are probably the worst people for this. My basic attack damage is okay, but like I said, I'm mostly doing Q build. And the basic attack damage from your other level 1 trait, which is this one right here. Charge strikes basically do 20% increased damage every time that's up.
Yes, agreed.
Alright, we're going to go ahead and try and take this back safely. Yeah, quick match is really hit or miss on how your team's playing, and I'm pretty happy that this quick match is going pretty well because, at least for right now. Because like I said, I haven't played them too much, or her too much. Let's go ahead and cap this, make sure we get a cap. I'll drop ball lightning out, pop as many traits as possible. The downside to this is, come on buddy, what are we doing? The downside to, oh man, that was close. That was a good wipe though as a team. Got a cam going to the bottom eventually. I don't even know what I was talking about. I lost my train of thought. Everyone shut up at once. Yeah, the downside to playing a character you haven't played in a while and then joining a quick match is you probably won't do too well, but thankfully they're helping me out. Are we going to slow rhythm, I guess, with his... we're going to go with... I don't even know what I want, to be honest. We'll go with 3% increased damage on my E. So we got a trait coming up which he doesn't realize and basically is going to die for it. I was watching it build up and then I was going to go in as soon as I was ready. It's unfortunate, you know. He'd probably check my talents because you can just hit tab, talents, and realize I have that burst damage, which at this level is, which it doesn't say. Starter, it's actually right now it's probably you know 975 is definitely at this level most likely. So I hit almost 1,000 just from that, on top of my bonus damage from my blind into my fend, and then obviously my Q have been building up, which I don't even think I mentioned. So rusty I am. Go ahead and go up top. Normally you want to group up, but they had one down, and I think I just saw a couple on the bottom. So I'm not too worried about getting jumped. They'd actually just enter the bottom. I'll clear this up and join my team as soon as possible. And it looks like they need me right now. We'd have one probably just go down right here. And I missed. So we can actually do the boss as well here already. As a matter of fact, all the other guys are done. Go ahead and see what he's up to. Maybe I can snipe him? So I got that slow, which is fantastic. Got my burst in, throw that out. He's going to go this way. That's one really good thing about this Cassia is you can actually chase down people really nicely. Granted, it's a Diablo, and he's going to reset really fast. Actually, this one didn't. He didn't have his trade up. So actually, that worked out pretty good. We got the skulls, and we got one of their tanks down for a minute. Go ahead and tap real. Actually, we'll tap on the way back. He's about to spawn. So I want to blind him. Blind doesn't last too long, so I probably should have waited. What was the last 2 seconds? Not too bad. Yeah, we'll pretty much just keep chasing him and hitting our Q. How's our damage looking? We're catching back up. Like I said, we're a little rusty, but it's okay. The whole point is the way I look at it, I just want to get, re-familiarized with all these heroes. I basically get them to a certain level. I've been usually hitting them at gold and then just taking a break with them. And every new hero that launches, I actually get them to about level 10 before I stop playing them. Like, Stukov just launched a couple days ago or whatever, and he's already like 9. So that's like usually my main goal. And then I just pretty much play the meta heroes in the Hero League and stuff. So I sometimes miss playing these guys, and they're actually really good. So here, I've noticed that Ball Lightning has helped out quite a bit. Another really good one here is basic attacks now ignore armor. As a matter of fact, they got 2 tanks. I'm going to go with this. So my base attacks are now ignoring the armor, and that's really unfortunate for the tanks. I'm pushing really well with ours. Leoric just spawned. We might be able to... Nope, he might be a little... Alright, so he wants to join me. We'll go ahead and... You know what? This is probably not the best idea. Oh, their whole team is here. Yep, that was unfortunate. That was bad play on my part. I thought they were still fighting up there. Ball Lightning might have been okay in that spot too. I didn't know how much damage I was actually doing with this, so I wasn't really paying attention too much to it. But greed happens. Happens to the best of us. That's one that Luric's actually doing pretty good. He's their top damage on their team, which is weird. Chrome's usually top damage hero. Heck, even Gazzle does really good if he gets pretty good turret damage in. It's our 3rd death. Pretty even on deaths. I thought I was playing a lot worse than I was, but I guess I'm doing okay. A little hard on myself. Downside of dying really late in the game is having to wait a long time to play. But it looks like I'm about to come up. Alright. So what are you guys doing? I definitely want to group up. If we're grouped up, we can pretty much... We've wiped them multiple times. It's got a sad face cloud. It'd be funny if... It'd be hilarious if the Blizzard made it so the cloud face would be happy while you're playing and then sad if you're losing. So I'm ready for a fight. I got everything ready. I'm gonna ping everything. Oh, it was Genji. Chromie's right there. Oh, I want them dead. I really do. Because we could just wipe them and win the game. God dang. Like I was saying, burst spell damage is really strong against what's her face, Cassia. She hit me for over a K, one shot. Did I get hit by the... I don't know if I got my deflect damage into him. That was 100% my fault, I think. That's too aggressive. I should have let Cho'Gall go in first. Thankfully, this Cho'Gall's doing really good. Alright, what's it like down here? Cho'Gall's almost... He's rough. Can you pronounce his name? Doesn't say. I always like to look at their combinations. Like Tinake or something. Tinake. That's funny. I wonder where their team's at. Oh, there's a Leoric, there's the Gazelle. Ooh, Gazelle's probably... Leoric's about to spawn, which is not good for him. I'm going to try and catch up to him as fast as possible. Alright, he got... Oh man, that's not good. So, I'm just going to wait for my team to show up. That way I can escape if necessary. I'll wait by the store. Tracer's about to show up. Tracer's here. We can do something. Tracer and I. Let's just find them. I think we could take on 2 tanks. So, one of the things... I think Leoric did Leoric leave? I get 2 charges of Q. As, oh, there he is over there. I'm coming, buddy. Yeah. Chromie again? No way. Dude, she's come out of nowhere, dude. She's come like 3 or 4 times. It wasn't much, but it was Chromie. Alright. Guess we're in timeout again. This is my rust. It's not good. Not good at all. I don't like losing. I don't like dying. This is way too much death. 5 deaths. On the bright side of it, we got these kills, which is good. Doesn't look like we got any more kills, but we got our main guys up. Which, yep, sure enough, they got enough skulls. They beat them in skulls. Could have been worse. I think Gazelle definitely would have gave us a run for money if he was down there. They might have been up defending. But yeah, that burst damage. Genji's a good counter, actually. I haven't played, like I said, I haven't played her. As a matter of fact, I haven't played her since Genji's been out. But Genji's deflect is really strong against pretty much anything. Like, he can wait for my ball lightning, he can wait for my fend, and all that damage will be pretty much reversed around back to me. The fend is easy to cancel, you just move. But the ball lightning stays as long as he stays in. Genji's a good chaser. I think we can do something. Let's push ours. This is a 22-minute freaking golem. Oh, that's so good. Well, thanks for all your help, Arthas. You got a camp and then, what do you hearth out?
We advance.
Freaking Arthas. Dude, we should be pushing this. I guess I'll just... I don't think anyone else can chase me down, so I'll just... Alright, I see somebody coming. You see that? You see that, Chromie? I know you're watching me. Alright, hopefully they don't see me in here. So the cool thing is you can actually get off your mount and start healing back up as you're moving. Dang, Diablo came through. I've died way too many times. Genji just came up. This thing's almost down. We're doing pretty good as a team. We're winning a lot. We got our keeps up, so we're definitely in the positive on this map. But I'm dying way too much. Do. Pretty sure, like, the next 5 or so heroes that I'm going to do, I'm going to have pretty bad ring rust. I guess I could play like 4 or 5 times before I come back in, show a better game. But it's just fun. It's fun for me to see how much I've retained. So I like to think I can do pretty good on the heroes. When they come out, I try and learn as much as possible. But you can see all these deaths, 6 deaths already. Granted, the team pretty much is even on deaths, I'd say. Tracer's got 4. Gall's got 5. Cho's got 5. That's really good. If he was dying like me, then it would be way worse. They're actually doing really good. They're pretty much carrying me, I'd say. And, yeah, it's good to just hop back on her or whoever and then just figure out where I'm at with them still. Like, obviously, I can see my position could be a lot better. I need to be a little less aggressive. And, what are we doing, boys? I think we get this kill. See, that like right now, I don't need to go up there. I want to go up there, I'll be honest. If he reses, I'm screwed.
Rest in peace.
Which he's about to. Gazlo might see me. I know, buddy. God damn you. This could be really bad for me. Yep. I got two, but it's still pretty bad. It's either him or he was giving away my position. I guess that's not a bad death, even though I really don't want to die, and I keep saying it over and over again. Then I go die, and I say I don't want to be aggressive, and then I go aggressive, and I say it's a bad move, then it is a bad move, or it isn't, I don't know. Anywho, 2 deaths, and they were chasing me a little bit. Gave us a whole bunch of skulls, so technically I kept them preoccupied. Was that a good move? I don't know. It actually turned out for the best for us. 100 skulls to 0 with them with nothing left, straight into a keep that's half health. We definitely won the game. There's really nothing they can do about it. And we'll go ahead and GG the team. Kind of a poor performance with Cassia. Did okay on damage, really bad on deaths. If you have a healer with you, it's going to be a lot nicer. So I tried to go with this whale, play to the whale, just get a little bit extra healing, a little bit extra health. And we tried our best. Their Leoric actually did pretty good, I think. He's actually their top damage hero, which is, let's see if he went the, yeah, he went a pretty nice build too, I think. With a lot of Drain Hope damage towards like the Cho'Gall, which you can see there, definitely showed it. So that's unfortunate. We'll go ahead and cap this just to be a little safe. He looks fine. We'll let our golem show up on the core a little bit, knock it down, and then see how we end up. So go ahead and drop that on somebody. So while they're all focusing on me, they're actually ignoring the golem. So I'm okay with that death too. Like I said, I don't want to die though. But yeah, they all focused on me, so they let that thing do whatever it wanted. Our team was, everyone but Arthas was dead. Very rough game, I say. Cho'Gall did really good. Tracer, how Tracer did? I didn't see. Her damage was a little low. She pretty good on siege. She did okay. She probably got a ton of assists. Yeah, 25 assists, 10 killing blows, really good. I am going to actually give it to Cho'Gall, I think. Who do I give it to? Cho? Yeah, I like Cho. Between Cho'Gall, I usually give it to Cho. He's the feet. He keeps them alive. Yeah, Cassia is really good. I definitely didn't show the best Cassie build I could have done. But she's still fun to play. Really fun to play. Really good. Like I said, Dark Horse hero. If I was to take her back in the Hero League, I would definitely, she's like 12.5. I would definitely play her a couple more times and get a good feel of her again, because just by being super rusty, I haven't played her since she was launched. Basically since, I think Genji might have came after her, I can't remember. I haven't touched her since, and you still end up doing really good damage as a really rusty character. I just died way too many times. But yeah, that's pretty much Cassia in a nutshell. Here's the talent build I went. It's really nothing. I went with Q build. Got some extra healing, some extra burst, ball lightning, just because a lot of people stand in it. Just so I can chase them, I got the slow. Went with Renges for the increased damage at each consecutive hit, which is pretty good, because tanks will usually stand there and trade with you. And they had 2 tanks. And then I went with basically ignore their armor and have an increased attack range, which is really good against tanks. You can ignore their armor pretty well. But yeah, it's pretty much you talent it. Most of your talents are really good. All our builds are pretty decent, and tailor it to whatever match you're in or whoever your opponents are. But yeah, that's pretty much Cassia in a nutshell. We'll go ahead and check out Chen next. So I'll catch you guys in the next one.